Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Tom. I am a full-time eBay reseller, and I am a stay-at-home dad for 5 kids. And you heard that right, one on the way. Holy cow. And so Halloween, I'll be a stay-at-home dad for 6 kids. Went on Facebook Marketplace, somebody had a Wii unit, and it had Mario Kart and Mario, the new Super Mario Brothers Wii. And another game and some controllers. Anyway, $50. We went and picked that up. Turns out it was a guy that was like less than 2 minutes drive away from us. And places in Peoria can be a half an hour and still be in Peoria from where I'm at. Anyway, here it is. It sold for $100 pretty much right away. I listed it and it sold within a handful of hours. So that was good. All right, and I'm forgetting again to continue telling you guys about what we're selling. So here's a coffee mug that's been listed forever. It's Carrots Funny kind of thing. So it sold for $8 plus shipping, buyers all in it. At $15, these little stuffed animals I've had forever. Buyer paid $10 plus $11.70 shipping. The Mountain is a good name in tie-dye to look out for. This shirt was $9, sold for $9 plus shipping. It's not. I thought it would do better because animal lovers like to spend money on showing that they love animals, but and it was 4X. But I had it listed for a long time and it didn't sell any better than that. This shirt I found at Goodwill, I want to say September 25th. It's been listed a long time. Very cool shirt. And it's a men's XL. And so, or men's large. But it felt like it would fit me. It's really big for a men's large. But it didn't fit. Went and found a 2XL because I liked it so much. And then this one sold for, I want to say like not very many dollars, $12.99 free shipping. But it's just a really cool shirt, isn't it? So this is not the one that you see me wearing from time to time. This is the one that inspired me to get that one. This was not good. Dark Tower, you guys have seen me sell these pieces off one at a time for 6-8 months. I sold each of these little towers and each of these little figures for $3, $4, $5 plus shipping. So I was like, well, this has kind of run its course. Let me throw it up on auction and see how it does. $1.98 on auction. $1.95 on auction. Auctions often work on, especially on a thing like this that is like high demand, kind of rare thing. I wasn't expecting it to go for huge money, $100, but I'd have been happy with 25. I got less than 2, so that did not work. Hey guys, welcome back to Mod Pop Thrift. It is Monday morning. That means we have things to pick up at the auction house. Evelyn is being goofy. And we're going to go take this guitar to the shop and get an idea of what it's going to cost to fix it. We're going to go private pick with my buddy Alex. We are doing something else. I don't remember what. Oh, I've got donations to drop. I got to get money for Jim. My neighbor came over with a 2XLT leather jacket, and he's like, you think if you put this on your eBay store, you could make enough that would give me $100? And I comped it, and it's like $275. And I was like, I don't really like to do consignment stuff like that, but I'll give you $100 for this jacket. And he left the jacket, but since we're neighbors, I didn't have the cash. He just left the jacket, so I got to get him money.
Can I show him something?
Yep. Do you still have cereal on your face? You have lines on your face from your cereal?
Yeah.
All right, let's go get this auction stuff. Nothing earth-shattering, but some pretty decent stuff. Okay, so that's cool, but it looks like it's marked up to $5. If it's in good shape, I'm gonna get it. Just based, I don't even like Guardians of the Galaxy, but I know what kind of music they have, and so that's cool. Well, that's gonna be a hard pass. Wow. So Evie's playing with that girl, and these two dinosaurs are, well, one's a dinosaur, one's a dragon. They're $3.78. I just saw this. It's $15, but it looks like it could blend a car. So this is American Eagle, which I wouldn't necessarily think much about, but it's wool. I can tell by feeling it. And then when you look at the tag, it's 80% wool, Republic of China, like Taiwan, which makes it vintage for sure. But I can't find any comps on it, so I'll probably leave it. So this is neat, and $6 might not be over the moon for it. So most of the things that are sold are listed are brand new. And I opened this box, and it is new-ish. It is, it looks like it's all there. Nothing's been broken, nothing's been opened, but I mean, it isn't sealed. But then it's $5 and I probably list for 20 plus shipping, 17 plus shipping. Evie, I think I've decided we're not going to buy this slug bug red. No slug bugs back. Because there are just so many listed. And some of them are sealed. And why would you not buy one sealed? For the amount of money I would need to list it for to make money. Cubs, $4.99. Nobody on the back.
Get this for shipping.
Size. Get this for shipping because it's pretty and pink.
Yeah.
I work hard so my dog can have a better life. That's funny, but you don't, because you don't have a dog. This crazy pinstriped, and the pinstripes are flat, and the linen in the middle is bumpy. It's called seersucker. In case you got something that you need to have a keyword for that looks like that, that is called seersucker. So I put the dragons back. There's Evelyn looking at toys. Put the Volkswagen back, and we're gonna revisit this here blender. It's a M or BA 818. Okay, so there are 0 listed of this and 5 sold, and they're all $70 or $80. And this is a $15 investment. So should sell quick. So I'm a little bit proud of that one. Like, there was a bunch of stuff that was tempting but low margins, and I just stuck to the plan and found only one item, but it was one really good item that'll have quick sell-through and good margin. And I spent $15, but I had a $10 off reward, so I spent $5 on that blender out of pocket, and I spent, and it should sell for $75 or $80. I don't remember if that was free or plus shipping, but I mean, I'll make $60 real quick. All right, so I share with you my wins, right? This guitar, I just took it to the best in the business. And I didn't actually talk to Josh himself, but his guy, who told me that essentially it isn't worth what it would cost to fix. The problem is with this, yes, the neck is out of shape enough that you'd have to pull the whole neck off of the guitar and reshape it so that it sits on there in a way that allows it to have the right angle of the strings, and then you could start figuring out what's wrong with the saddle. And neck reset is about $600 or $700 depending on how detailed it has to get to, and then the $200 setup that I was expecting to pay. So it's more like $800 on top of the $5 I paid for it. So I may flip it the way that it is and see if I can just get my money back or even get my investment back. Clean it up, wall hang it for a while. I don't know, but that was not the news that I was hoping for today. So I'm a little heartbroken over the guitar. It's still awesome. It's still a piece of history. And I'm not over fixing it.
It can't be fixed.
It can't be fixed. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Well, and he specifically didn't say that. He said it can be fixed. But is it worth it to you to pay what it's going to have to cost to get it fixed? And it's going to be expensive. So, I don't know. I'm thinking about trying to learn to do it myself. But I don't have time for that crap. And I don't want to break it any more than it's already messed up. So do you flip it and hope to just recoup your losses to somebody who would be able to fix it? Like, do I flip it to somebody who knows what it is and is capable of fixing it, so then they can put their time and energy into it to fix it, and then they can sell it as a fixed up one? Or do I try to fix it and keep it? I don't think I would fix it and then sell it to somebody else, because I just don't know enough to say that it's a good repair.
If it's something we can't fix, we're shipping it.
We're going to ship it? Okay. All right, so that may be the last you hear about the guitar until something happens for sure with it, and I don't know when that will be. So I don't always pick up vinyl, but this guy is from Pekin, Illinois, a town around here, and he was a really famous senator in the 70s, I think. And this is a record that you see around here a lot, but it's sealed. And then these are both Dionne Warwick records, and I don't know if they're worth anything, but they're sealed. And so for $1 a piece, I think I can probably list them for $10 or $15 plus shipping. And then this, I don't know. I'm gonna buy it for $1 and figure it out. So the only things we're getting are this Evelyn we're buying, this Encanto, and this shirt. We're gonna go make sure there's not any new carts in the back. I know I watched a dude donate 2 violins as I was walking in, and sometimes that big stuff gets processed quick and it'll come out on a cart. And so we'll look. Evie's saying raise your hand if you're ready to go. Are you ready to leave?
Yeah.
So we just found a cart, and the only thing that was on was this 1991 molecule magnet set. And it looks like it might be worth selling, but I suspect that my brilliant 6th grader will think it's something to keep. And he likes nerdy toys. He likes science and math. So let's encourage that, right? Okay, so these both have really crappy violins in them, but they're $3.79 the violin in a case. So I already checked out, and then I saw those come up, and I'm like, I am gonna go grab those before we leave the store. And look at this, it's always missing one in the set. Why? So I got a message from a guy that I buy all kinds of stuff from, and he's like, hey, I just got these 2 pieces. Would you be interested? I'm like, for sure. And they were 20 and 25 a piece. And if you see this game, any of these, there's several varieties of this Nintendo console, like arcade console kind of idea. And they're from the 80s, and they're fantastic. And unless you're buying from a collector show or something, most people don't have any idea what these things are worth, what they're worth. And so it's probably a good idea to pick it up. Even not working, this Donkey Kong Jr. is worth about $100. And working, which it is, I listed it for $150 because the stickers are really bad. These are the records from the auction. Steve Winwood is amazing. These are in mint condition. They're opened, but they're all extremely nice shape. I paid $1 a piece for them. They're not worth a fortune, but I wasn't even sure. I just saw the Steve Winwood, and the description didn't even tell me what the rest were. So I just took a shot on them. And at $1 a piece, I don't think I did bad. And these, I don't remember what I paid for these hats. Too much, I know. 15, $7.50 a piece. That's not terrible. This Peoria TT's one, time trial motorcycle races, and then this one, I really like this one. I can't find a comp for one exactly like it, but it's got a little bit of a bent bill, which is a big deal for collectors, and the styrofoam out of it isn't as big a deal, but it's not great. But those are cool hats. That's what I got for 15 bucks. I know everybody thinks Marlboro is the cool cigarette brand. I'm not big on Marlboro. I'm not big on cigarette anything, really. But I think of the cool 90s, 80s advertisements that you find for cigarettes, I prefer the stuff that I find for Camel. I just think they had a cooler style. And then this camera. This is a 80A. I'm not sure if that's a good one. I don't know what's in this zipper pouch. A bunch of weird stuff. So you might notice the lighting's different. It's been a hot minute, but this is the Land Cam. I have found these versions of these, and I'll see if I can put up a good comp, that are worth a fortune. This, unfortunately, is not one of them. I knew as soon as I opened it up, because the giveaway on the good one is that this lens is like big and has a bunch of writing all over it. So if you find that one, it's a good one. These always have accessories on these packages. I don't imagine these accessories are worth anything either. So our last hope is that there's something in here cool. Let's pull this up. Yeah, that's gonna be a no for me, dog. Yeah, nothing there. This might be something. Ever-ready battery with the cat can be collectible, and this actually does have the flash battery in it. It's probably dead, but like a nice example of that battery in the original packaging, that may have some value to a battery collector or a camera collector, because it's a camera battery. But this is almost not even worth messing with. This is like $10 plus shipping, tested. So like, I can't test it. That giant capacitor could fry your life. That could make for big problems. So this has a listed comp for 20 bucks, but no solds. If you disbelieve me that that dead batteries can be worth something, comp dead batteries, and search like high-low, you'll be shocked. So these are probably going to end up being not for sale. I spent $5 on 4 of them, and aren't they awesome? McDonald's, made in the US. I mean, it's Batman Forever. I don't remember what year that was, 94 or something like that. Cool things. I mean, they aren't worth much, but for $5, they're well worth having. So there's a smaller one that is the Riddler. They're 1995. So there's 2 of the Riddler one and 3 of the Batman one, and maybe I'll sell, like, I'll see if they're worth listing. I just want to keep 1 of each just because they're cool. So I forgot that I even won most of this. Vintage razors, I think, are in here. Yeah, that's 31. We talked about the camel hats. The pins and medals I spent $5 on. Records that I spent $5 on. Garfield lot. I spent $5 on everything except the hats that I spent $15. Came to $62 total. This one's pretty cool. If you unscrew this, the lid opens up and you put a razor in there. So this is a Schick Corona Plus. And then these, I think these are GEM brand. Gem is how I would say that. Yeah, Gem Micromatic. I suspect this one's the same, but I think it's manual. I have dealt with these a handful of times. So that's an Ever Ready. Yeah. So spending $5 on these, and so I've got this. This Remington Princess is for an electric razor, but so those all have some value. And then there's this lot of Garfield stuff that literally had no picture. It was Garfield lot, and there was no picture, so I didn't even know what I was getting. I dig that Odie. How old is he? Doesn't appear to say unless you see it and I don't, but it has the website on it, so it's not vintage. Garfield 1978, 1981. And those are cool Garfields, but maybe not worth picking up. But I literally blind bid those. And then there's this bag of jewelry. Let's see if there's anything worth looking at there. I don't know if that is a labor union, like a laborers union thing. It's obviously like a almost Masonic looking. These aren't gold, but it's cufflinks and a tie tack. So we'll see if that's something. So these are kind of not anything special. This is a military hat pin. This is a Lions Club, but it's not precious metal. And this is a Liberty Bell that's more banged up than the regular Liberty Bell. This is a weird spider brooch, but it's Jordache brand, so it's not really worth much. This, I think, is a cufflink. It's got some strange insignia, DMD LM maybe on it, but I think you put that through the one buttonhole and this through the other buttonhole, and it's for a French cuff, a link for a French cuff. So this is the two things that I think are worth messing with. I can see more military dress stuff. This was in the bag. It was like this, and I thought it was maybe a bucket. Nope, it's the disembodied head of Star Wars. I think it's Luke Skywalker from Hoth. It's not a very good Mark Hamill sculpt. If it is, maybe it's a different character, but it's definitely Hoth Star Wars. 5 years of service to the Ladies Auxiliary of the VFW. These are all things I'm just kind of writing off as nothing. I checked them to see if they had marks or if they were something that was interesting. I haven't looked much at these couple of things yet, but basically I just have the couple military dress things and those cufflinks, and not a lot else interesting here. This is some mythological god killing some mythological creature. Worth looking into further. Ooh, that one is a semi-truck training Tri-State Inc. So you'd put that on your trucker hat if you're actually a trucker. I don't know what MH Bell is. And that looks like military dress too. So this is probably phony baloney scrimshaw. It's supposed to look like whalebone or something. And maybe it is bone. But if it is whalebone, I can't even legally sell it. I don't know. It's neat, but it's probably nothing. This is like Catholic icon. Sometimes if you get these, they'll be silver and they'll have some value. This is another cufflink of, like, I was going to say Heisman Trophy, but it's not exactly the Heisman Trophy. It's far enough off that they wouldn't get sued for it. But it's only a single one. So, probably not anything. It's a, I don't know what that is, but it's old. This one I think is really neat. Good for One City Fair, Buffalo, New York. So, yeah, I doubt it's worth much, but it's neat. You guys remember when I picked up that blender and said it looked like it would blend a car? All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is officially not yard sale season because it's Thursday morning. We drove all over town. There weren't any signs anywhere. And it's opening day for baseball. Easter's next week. It's going to be 65 and sunny all day. It's spring, but we don't have any yard sales yet. So we're at Goodwill. just because they happened to be open at the time we were driving past. So let's go see.
We went to McDonald's and got some food, and now we're back at Goodwill.
Yay! All right.
And we ate a couple bites of our thing, and now we're going.
So we found this ant farm. It looks vintage, but it's just retro. It's that. And then this is Seth Thomas, which is a really great name and a mid-century modern looking clock. $379. I don't know if it's worth much, but it's worth more than that. So we'll grab it. Look at this. FM, AM. FM works, but the AM doesn't apparently, which is odd. We will go into toys in just a second. I'm not seeing much over here, but they only just opened a couple minutes ago, so I don't think that's anything. There's a Pixar lamp. That's a nice looking pair of shoes. They're small and they're decent shape. Let's see what the price is on them. Probably on the bottom of the other one. Oh, nope. Dang, because that probably been a pickup for $5.99 if it hadn't been for that damage.
And my first one didn't have a flap. Didn't have a blanket.
Not seeing anything hugely interesting. I'm gonna look and see what this big tote is. Maybe Play-Doh stuff. My first inkling would be that this match set of Mickey and Minnie 2014 on her foot, probably a park exclusive thing, would be good. Well, maybe it doesn't say parks. It doesn't really feel like there's a difference in feel between a parks toy, and they don't say Disney Resort or anything. But you would think for $4 those would be good, but I don't tend to have luck with them. What's this tote? Dinosaurs and bugs. A crocodile with no head.
Dad, every time my baby cries, I don't have a play.
2,000.
And walk them.
If that guy had his head, I would probably be prone to get this, but he doesn't. And so he's probably the prize of the whole thing. This is a serious weight belt, $3.79 Harbinger. I don't know anything about weight belts, but we'll see what it is. So this would probably be a get if it's raining candy, the old man is snoring. This would be a get if it was bigger, it's a size medium, or if it was brand new, but it's pre-owned. So it's probably only worth 10 bucks and it's 4. So our cart filled up a little bit. I broke Evelyn's one just like this, so she's getting that because I broke it. This stool will just be nice to get the higher totes for $4.29, and these are $6 a piece. Both nice totes in good shape with lids. Okay, a couple things I would pick up if they were garage sale prices. This is Lucky brand, made in the US. That knitwear tends to do well, but they're gonna charge me $5, so I'm not gonna buy it to resell it for 15. And where's the other one? This, I think, yeah. So this is, that one wasn't priced, oddly enough. That's How I Met Your Mother 2013. Just not quite old enough to be cool vintage, but I suspect in a handful of years it will be. This will be a banger I wish I had gotten. Here's one that is a 5XL Harley for $5.99. If it wasn't 5XL, I probably wouldn't get it because it's kind of just plain Jane, but 5XL Harley, even with a little stain, that would be good. What's the sleeve say? Probably HDMC, yeah. So this is one I'd be prone to get, except it doesn't say NBA, it doesn't say Lakers, it doesn't say Kobe Bryant, it just is a shirt with, it's kind of a bootleg. So it's pretty quiet in here this morning. There's a new cart, and we just got a couple of things off of it. It's a little weird, like, this looks like a smelter to me, like you would heat gold and pour the dross off or something. It doesn't look like a cooking thing, but it is what it is. We're gonna look it up. This is a wok, like and it's a Lodge brand, and it's cast iron, and it's huge. It's expensive, but it could be worth it anyway. And then there's another Lodge down there. Nice skillet with a lid. Adventures of Dungeons and Dragons for $6. And this is Weber brand, and it's new with tag. So those are the things we're going to look into. Wow, Dungeons and Dragons is a hard pass, which is hard to believe for me. Normally Dungeons and Dragons is an automatic pickup. I'm lucky I even comped it, because I probably would have just grabbed it, and I was not a good pickup. Evie found lunch while we're here. She's gonna eat her lunch, huh?
No. No.
Milk. Orange juice. Orange juice. And a Sammy. And a cheese. You love cheese. And a cake. So this one isn't seasoned super well. It's got some heavy use on it. And it's $16. It's maybe a double up eventually, but there's a lot listed and not a lot sold. Yes, we will put your book back. This I couldn't find, and at $7, I'm just not confident. So far, nothing off that cart was worth getting. Let's look at this little cast down here. It's Cracker Barrel Lodge. And again, it's pretty heavily marked up, but it's in pretty nice shape. It just needs seasoned. Cracker Barrel. So even at 17, because this has the lid, it's much rarer that way, and I think I'm going to get it, and maybe we'll keep it, maybe we'll flip it. How about some cool board puzzles? This one appears to be missing a huge chunk out of the middle. Make sure it's not here somewhere. Gosh, that one's awesome. Yeah, $2.59 without that center. I don't think that's worth. I mean, it's not worth getting at any price. At $2.59 is a fantastic price. Do I want to get like? It's weird that they aren't still taped together. And then there's this, which is brand new giant stower for your puzzles. Deluxe edition. I think I've looked this up before, and it's been sitting here forever. But it's is it travel? Yeah, Deluxe Travel. Maybe I haven't. So this would be probably $30-ish, but there's 30 listed and only 4 sold, so it'll sit around forever. Let's look at this with $1.44. That's almost definitely a grab. I decided to get these. Hey, what are you looking at, Evie? A cool, more lunch. You got a theme today for lunch. So again, sell-through is going to kill me. This is $1.44 and probably sell for $15, but it's there are 144 listed and only 20 sold. This is neat if it wasn't $15, and also it should have like a golf umbrella as the shade, and that's missing, but it's pretty cool. So that's a cool piece. It's $5.99. I'm not familiar with that brand, but man, that's cool. So this is Thomas. Day Out with Thomas, like a youth hat, but shouldn't it be a youth hat? $2.59. These are brand new with the tags still on them. Caterpillar mesh hats.
And they
$2.59 a piece. And this one looks vintage.
Green.
Schlitz with that tag and made in the USA snap. So we're gonna grab all of those.